Hi everyone, my name is Cassie and I'm here for the Chef at 11 talk, and we are in Oakland Park, Florida at the Urban Farming Institute. And today, as usual, when we do our Chef at 11, we really try to highlight some of the items that we've had in our share. Today is one of the pickups for our CSA share. So want to talk a little bit about what the CSA share is. And so it's community supported agriculture, and it's the stuff that we grow here at the Urban Farming Institute, as well as some other local organic farms that we partner with to bring you guys a fresh basket or share of just some of the most nutritious, best tasting produce that you can ever find or get your hands on. And what's really great is that it's been picked within the last 48 hours, so it's packed full of nutrients, because as we know, the longer that it sits on the shelf, or the longer that it's been since the actual plant was picked, the less and less nutrients it starts to have. So, we, especially during this uncertain time, we want to make sure that we're giving our body the most amount of nutrients possible. And then another plus about it is that you don't have to go to the grocery store. So here, you're one stop picking up your bag, and you've got all your vegetables for the week. So I love that as well. Eating fruits and vegetables in general is very important. So it has a lot of vitamins and minerals that are essential to our body just for living and functioning. But it also has these phytonutrients in it. And so these are nutrients in plants that plants use to protect themselves. And although they're not essential for us to live, they have some really great benefits, such as antioxidant and even anti-inflammatory. And so that's one of the reasons, why you really want to try to eat a variety of different fruits and vegetables, so you can give your body all those important nutrients. So a couple of the things that were in our share today that I just want to highlight, because sometimes, I don't think we talk about how great the stuff in our share is. And the first is right here. This is purslane. So a lot of people think that purslane is a weed, and it's very easy to grow. But one thing that's really great about it is it's high in omega-3s. So typically we get our omega-3s from fish. That's normally a great source. But if you're maybe not a huge fan of fish, this is purslane. Great source of omega-3s. You can eat it in your salad, you can saute it, you can even pickle it. We have a great quickling recipe, so you don't have to do the traditional pickling method that can take a really long time. Another thing that we have in our share today is mustard greens. So this is a great one for your salads, also packed with nutrients such as vitamin K. Got a nice bitter taste, so it's kind of fun to add it to your salad as well. And then last but not least, this is one that people might not know is edible, but nasturtiums. So you can actually eat both the lily pad of the nasturtiums as well as the little flower right here. And so they've got a nice peppery taste. And this is just a fun way to add some color to your salad and just make it fun to eat. I know, as a kid, I'm like, cool, I can eat a flower. So it might be a fun way to get your kids to eat some extra vegetables. Our recipe today is going to be dealing with aloe vera. So we have two huge things picked from our aloe vera plant out front. A quick reminder, everything at the Urban Farming Institute is herbicide, fungicide, and pesticide free. Not to mention it's planted and taken care of with a whole lot of love, and I think that makes a huge difference in our plants as well. So a little about the aloe vera plant. So historically, this plant's been around for a while. It actually was referred to in Egypt as the plant of immortality. So you can see there's two parts. If you see this yellow liquid in the bottom, this is, according to the National Health Institute, is what's referred to as the latex. And then more popular, what some of us might know, is the gel right here. So both can be used. We know probably, or we think of the gel as something that you can put topically on your skin. It can help sometimes with wounds, with burns. There's even some limited evidence that says that it's great for the treatment of psoriasis. But you can also eat the gel, and you can also eat the yellow latex part right here. So some of the benefits of eating it can help with osteoarthritis or degenerative joint disease. Definitely can help with some digestive issues. And then also there is some research that suggests it might even help with a fever. You can eat the aloe raw, just like this. But I prefer to put it in a juice, which is what we're going to do today. You could also add it to smoothies. A lot of different things, as I mentioned, that you can do with it. You can even take this stick it in a glass of water, and then just drink the water out of it. And well, I would leave it in your fridge overnight. So we today are going to mix it with some roselle tea. So this is roselle tea. It's a powerful antioxidant as well as anti-inflammatory benefits, and so it has polyphenols in it, which is a fancy word for chemical compounds that are really powerful as far as helping with hypertension or blood pressure. They can also, there's research that says that roselle can help with obesity or weight loss. As I mentioned, anti-inflammatory. So we've got a lot of factors in our lifestyles today that kind of contribute to inflammation. So we want to do what we can with our diet to try to mitigate that. And then also there is some antibacterial properties in roselle tea as well. And so just another great thing to add into your diet. So to make the juice, what we're going to do is we're going to fillet our aloe right here. So make sure you've washed the skin as well. I'm going to cut a small piece. Be careful with the spines because they can get a little prickly. And so the first thing I do is I cut the spines right off. That way they're out of the way. I don't have to worry about cutting my hand. And then just kind of toss them to the side. After that, I'm going to cut the one side right here off. And then you can use a spoon to cut it out, or you can cut with a knife. Just be very careful because it is a little bit slippery, so we want to make sure that you're not hurting yourself or cutting yourself. And then, as I mentioned, you can eat the aloe just like this. It might have a little bit bitter taste, which is why we like to add it into a drink. I'm sure some of you have had those drinks. You can get them at the convenience store. I know you can get them at Whole Foods. They're like the aloe vera drink, and they have the chunks of aloe in it. Definitely tastes really good, but the benefits of making your own is that you can really control the amount of sugar that goes into it. So a lot of times those commercial drinks have a ton of sugar, so it makes it a little bit more palatable for the everyday person. So literally just dropping these right in here. Then I'm going to add my roselle. So as I mentioned, these roselle flowers grow here at the Urban Farming Institute. We pick them, we dry them, and then we make them into a great tea. And maybe one day we'll do a demo on how you can make roselle tea or even a roselle syrup. So putting it on, my favorite food processor right here. I'm going to blend it together. And then you can strain this if you want to. I like the pieces of aloe that come in it. I also like the pulp of my orange juice, so it's really up to your personal preference. And then you're just gonna pour it right here. My roselle tea is already cold, or you could add some ice. You could even chill it in the refrigerator for a couple hours. And now you've got a great, vibrant, beautiful colored drink that's fresh. It's filled with aloe, so it can help with your digestive system. The roselle, as I mentioned, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, even shown to help with hypertension. So just an all-around really great, nutritious beverage that you can drink and add this to your repertoire of different fruits and vegetables that you eat on a daily basis. So don't forget to sign up for our newsletter so you can get all the up-to-date notifications on when the next share is coming out, what items will be in our share. You can like us on Facebook. You can tune in for our Act Now Holistically series, which is going to cover a whole slew of different healthy habits so we can nourish ourselves holistically. And it's also a great way to see how all the different volunteers here at the Urban Farming Institute really bring something to the table and help bring our community together in this challenging time. So thank you so much for tuning in, and have a happy, healthy Saturday.